Konnichiwa. I'm here today to share with you some of my beautiful experiences in Japan. Don't ask me to speak in Japanese. After more than 15 years of visiting Japan, I'm very fond of the Japanese language, but my Japanese language skills are still fairly poor. But what I do appreciate about the Japanese language is how rich it is and how multi-layered the meanings of the Japanese words are. I've been very much reminiscing and missing Japan this year because I haven't been able to, of course, like all of us, haven't been able to travel that much. We have Perfect Potion, we have 10 shops in Japan. We opened our first shop in the beautiful city of Kyoto. And for me, the one thing that always stands out very much, I'm a smell person, so I can remember smells. And so there are some smells which remind me so much of my past, where I have been. And when I smell these smells, they bring back a yearning, a sense of gratitude for what I have done. I would like to share with you today these two beautiful smells of Japan, and I think most people that have been to Japan, and most Japanese, would probably agree with me when I mention Hinoki wood and Yuzu as being two distinct, unique smells of Japan. And there's a beautiful Japanese word that I think perfectly relates to the way that smells they awaken these long lost memories, for example, and feelings that we have. So if there is a very strong emotional attachment with the scent, then that strong positive emotional attachment really reinforces that memory. And every time you come across that smell in the future, it will take you straight back to that memory, back to that past. Hinoki wood is a very, very important tree. It's a conifer tree, and the oil from the wood is just divine. It's a delicate, soft, woody, slightly conifer-like scent. It's when you walk through a temple, in one of the temples in Kyoto, or when you're walking through the mountain forest, when you're walking into a Japanese home, there will be a scent of Hinoki. When you go to the onsens, they often use Hinoki, and so there will be this beautiful scent. So for many Japanese, and for myself, I find Hinoki very comforting, very calming, and very grounding. I've decided, because I've had this yearning, this natsukashi feeling for Japan, a sense of nostalgia, and how I've missed it, to create some products with these beautiful oils. So we've created some room sprays. So the Hinoki room spray, by the way, I haven't blended it. I felt that the Hinoki wood was so special on its own. Yes. Now, the second oil that I mentioned was Yuzu. Now, Yuzu was introduced to Japan quite a few hundred years ago, but it has become such a distinctly Japanese scent. It's from a citrus fruit. It's from the peel. Now, I remember when I first went to Japan in 2008, I could get hold of some cold-pressed or expeller-pressed yuzu oil from the peel. It was absolutely magical. Since then, it's been very difficult to buy or get hold of a beautiful expeller-pressed oil. It's all too simple nowadays just to do a distillation of the fruit to get the essential oil. But to me, the distilled yuzu oil just doesn't cut it. So this year, early this year, when I came across some expeller pressed yuzu oil, I just got so excited. It was so magical. Yuzu is often used in baths in Japan. The whole fruit are used. It's quite purifying, it's quite invigorating and refreshing. But for me, my Natsukashi feeling with yuzu in Japan is walking into a traditional cafe in Kyoto where they make this yuzu, it's like a marmalade. They use the entire fruit and the citrus rind, and they put it into like some hot water, and you have this beautiful yuzu tea. It is just so refreshing, so invigorating, and so warming. The yuzu essential oil just brings back those beautiful feelings. Like any other citrus oil, it is just very uplifting and very refreshing. We decided with the yuzu, because the yuzu oil, by the way, was so expensive, that we would blend it, but I didn't want to mask it. So I blended it with some pink grapefruit and some cold pressed lime, and it just comes up so beautiful. That is so gorgeous. I still get excited every time I smell products that I have created. So I hope, I'm looking forward to sharing with you my Natsukashi feelings of Japan. And these two beautiful products do it. Often when I create aromatherapy products, there's a story behind them. And to me, this is the story behind these very two simple room sprays that we have created. The Hinoki wood room spray and the yuzu and lime room spray. Please enjoy my Natsukashi feeling for Japan, and I hope if you have been to Japan, it will bring back some fond memories of Japan. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much.